In the view of understanding this, I do not comprehend that Gerald Robert Ford is my granddad, or that my great granddad is Franklin Delano Thayer Roosevelt, and his half brother is Theodore Delano Thayer Roosevelt, or the great great granddads. In view of the state, at application 4318190 is not reporting to the United States government. In view of mental health, I do not comprehend what I am indicating. The Palmero fault zone: polonium, amporium, rubidium, iodine, selenium, magnesium, niobium, triatha, rhydine, molybdenum, tungsten, neptunium benzylsulfate. In the application of that model, wave eigenvalue length energy ratio, more importantly, xanafin, niobium, molybdenum, terlibium, tetanium, triethylhexathorthine, or thorium, magna, urite, niobium, terlibium, urapentahexabenzosulfate, ethyl niobium, tetanium, triethylene. Applications: methylpentaboron, polonium enrichment, nitrate models. Selenium hexaacetungsten, uranium-238, Janus database efficiency standards. Unimolecular, biomolecular, molecular epidemiology. Questionable approach: Hastings-Smith uranium enrichment, justifying Schwarzenegger, Oppenheimer, and a Bernstein model assessment using Stewart antiquarks. In view of understanding Schwarzenegger, a Bose direct field theory and model assessment. An applicational wonderment, a puck model is not understood. More appropriately, in view of the state, I had revoked the view to national security and choose to augment applications to Anagradian Christmas Island series based on the application of upshot knot hole using time series analysis approach and validity appropriations. In the view of understanding FEMA requests, FEMA activation order GS7 is requested in view of TS level 2.7. In view of the state, I do not understand polonium, urate, vanadium, niobium, lanthanum, hexaxanafin, ytterbium, niobium, triethylhexachloride, lanthanum, hexauracil, rubidium, pentaboron, neptunium, hexatungsten sulfate, molybdenum, osmonin, urite, hexaboron. The view of the state, we will invoke Jim Moya. George Spriggs needs to cross-reference this in view of the Janus database. U.S. report to command. Ned Price and Secretary Austin is to be confirmed with a letter and an email to the United States President. This is so ordered by the Office of the 38th Library. Nedium, niobium, triethyltrilibium, urapentahexabenzosulfate, niobium, niobium, hexacyriodine, latunium, urahexacene, ytterbium, hexacarbon, triethylhexauracil is not understood in uranium enrichment models based on lanthanum tungsten. And validity assessment to pentaoxybenzosulfate based on Outlook query models using applications of Ruby to SQL and HTML approach to Java using plutonium versus uranium enrichment using ethylbenzosulfates. An applicational model justifies ytterbium, triethylhexauracil, lanthanum, tungsten, osmonin, night, cobalt using plutonium standard application instead of 6 to 14%, 22 to 28%. We are justifying polonium, hastium, urite, molybdenum, hexaboron, argon, hexariodine, justifying questions in view about rock. In the view of Esseling County, Orange County, Napa County, and Lake County, I invoke the right of a U.S. Solicitor General in view of Colorado River Basin v. the U.S. and Voices of the Wetland and Trump v. Vance and Trump v. Hawaii under Michigan v. the EPA, and swear into the 10th, 11th, 4th, and 9th Circuit Court of Appeals under 4-2-21-0938 in view of the state, and ask Commissioner report Space Command. In view of the Kennedy estate, the Kennedy estate will comply. In view of asking the Ames Johnson Center and the Kennedy Space Center to apply lanthanum, and palladium, urapentariodine, ytterbium, benzosulfate, polonium, niobium, triethylchloride, lanthanum, hexauracil, and deduct standard imaging to graphite to dot plot imaging noted in Chapter 8, Chapter 6, and Chapter 13, also sent to the United States President, and as well as e-filing, and dot plot symmetry to earthquakes as three-dimensional outlook applications to the San Andreas Fault. Permission is requested to the Kennedy Estate in view of model, or as I will call them. In view of understanding of the DeBartlos, you will cross-reference this as questions in view of the Tonga-Mexico Agreement under NAFTA and show a questionable hyperbola to the Sonoma-Canada Agreement and invoke the Swedish daughters that hang out at Bilkoa. This is a question of order. Thank you.